This is the story of a footballer that lost everything due to the corruption of the Serie A. Born on March 29, 1948, in the small town of Monticiano, Carlo's early years were marked by profound loss. He lost his father and sister at a tender age, leaving an indelible mark on his young heart. These tragedies, however, seemed to fuel his passion for football, a sport that became both an escape and a purpose. Carlo's talent on the pitch was undeniable. As a striker, he played for some of Italy's top clubs, including AC Milan, Torino, and Roma. His prowess earned him accolades and the admiration of fans nationwide. But behind the glory lay a darker reality. The world of professional football in the 70s and 80s was rife with secrets. Carlo witnessed and at times partook in the widespread use of performance-enhancing drugs, a practice that jeopardized players' health for the sake of victory. Match-fixing and financial malfeasance further tainted the sport he loved. The darkest moments came when tragedy struck his family once more. Carlo's 19-year-old son, Diego, succumbed to a brain tumor. The grief was overwhelming, compounded by the regret of years spent apart and away from his family, partaking in the corrupt underworld that controlled Italian football during the 70s. This loss deepened Carlo's resolve to fight for a cleaner, more ethical sporting world, a world that would later betray him. When Carlo chose to expose these malpractices, the public's adoration swiftly turned to scorn. Branded a traitor, he faced isolation and disdain from the very community that once celebrated him. Yet, his commitment to unveiling the truth never wavered. Carlo Petrini's journey is a testament to resilience in the face of adversity. He reminds us that the pursuit of truth and integrity often demands great personal sacrifice. As we reflect on his life, may we find inspiration to uphold our principles even when the world stands against us. After hanging up his boots, Carlo dedicated his life to combating corruption in Italian football. He authored several books, including Nel fango del Dio Paione, shedding light on the murky underbelly of Italian football. Despite widespread condemnation, he remained steadfast, believing that integrity was worth the personal cost. Carlo Petrini was labeled a black sheep, begging for forgiveness of his sins. His revelations were revolutionary, but came at a heavy cost. Journalists, sports directors, and even friends betrayed him to keep silence on an issue no one else was brave enough to expose. Yet this transformation tells a vital story about accountability in sports. Slowly, Petrini's health faded. He spent his last years writing more books to solidify his stand against corruption, spent time with friends and his new wife. He waited for his life to end slowly, accepting his fate and feeling at ease knowing he could reunite with his son. As football fans, this story challenges us to look beyond the glamour of the sport and appreciate the sacrifices, pain, and bravery of those who dare to speak the truth. It's a call to demand better, not just for the players, but for the sport we love. Carlo Petrini's life is a tale of resilience, heartbreak, and redemption. It reminds us that even the brightest stars can face the darkest shadows. But through his struggles and choices, Petrini showed that integrity matters more than public applause or fleeting fame. Tell us, what does Carlo Petrini's legacy mean to you? Share your thoughts and spread his story.